Hi, this is Chris Holder, Storysinger. Today playing a little tune for you called Wildwood Flower. Now, Wildwood Flower did not become wildly popular in this country until the end of the 1920s. That's when it was recorded by a group of people known as the Carter family of singers, the first family of American country music. But the Carter family did not write this tune. It was written by a fellow named Joseph Webster back in 1860. He called it, "I'll Twine Mid the Ringlets." Now, I'm not going to sing "I'll Twine Mid the Ringlets" for you here today. And I'm not going to sing "Wildwood Flower" for you either. But I am going to sing another song that goes to the very same tune, written by a fellow named Woody Guthrie. He called it the Reuben James. Have you heard of the ship called the good Reuben James? Man by heart, fighting man, both of honor and of fame. Flew the stars and stripes of the land of the free, but tonight she's in her grave at the bottom of the sea. Tell me, what were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Did you have a friend on the good Reuben James? What were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Did you have a friend on the good Reuben James? Now, the Reuben James was an American naval destroyer back at the beginning of World War II. And in October of 1941, it was part of a destroyer escort for a group of supply ships taking food and munitions over to our allies, Great Britain and France, in their effort against Germany. Now, Germany did not want to see those supplies arrive, and they did their very best to make sure that they did not. Germany had a very powerful weapon out in the North Atlantic. German U-boats, armed with torpedoes. It was there in the dark of that cold, uncertain night that we watched for the U-boat and waited for a fight. Then the whine and the rock and the great explosion roared, and we laid the Reuben James on the cold ocean floor. Tell me, what were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Did you have a friend on the good Reuben James? What were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Did you have a friend on the good Reuben James? October 31st, 1941, that's when it went down. Just about 6 weeks before the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, bringing us into war with Japan. By the end of the year, we were involved in a war with Germany as well, full-scale World War II. 100 men went down to their dark and watery grave. When that good ship went down, only 44 were saved. 'Twas the last day of October when they saved the 44 from the cold, icy waters off the cold Iceland shore. Tell me, what were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Did you have a friend on the good Reuben James? What were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Did you have a friend on the good Reuben James? Now, Woody Guthrie wrote this song back in the beginning of the 1940s. It's when he was a member of a singing group called the Almanac Singers, along with Millard Lampell and a tall string bean of a guy named Pete Seeger. But Woody did not write all the verses to this song. One of them wasn't written until almost 10 years later. And about 10 years later, that fellow Pete Seeger was a member of another singing group called the Weavers, along with Lee Hayes and Ronnie Gilbert. And and Fred Hellerman. Turns out it was Fred Hellerman who wrote what most of us consider to be the last verse of the Reuben James. Now many years have passed since those brave men are gone. Those cold, icy waters, they're still and they're calm. Oh, many years have passed, but still I wonder why the worst of men must fight and the best of men must die. Tell me, what were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Did you have a friend on the good Reuben James? What were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Did you have a friend on the good Reuben James? Wildwood flower, I'll twine mid the ringlets, and Woody Guthrie's Reuben James. What were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Did you have a friend on the good Reuben James? What were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Did you have a friend on the good Reuben James?